Let the beginning of the crazy cat lady phase engage. I want all the kitties. I want all the kitties! All the kitties! All the kitties! Alright, hi guys, this is me doing my 50th video. Not 50th, but you know what I mean. You know, it's 50. Last 2 weeks ago was 52, this last one was 51, this one's 50, so it's my third video, but I'm counting down. Yes, haha, I'm smart. Yeah. My first two were kind of easy to figure out, this one, not so much. So I decided, since all of my babies had these nice little guest appearances in my last video, I'm just gonna make a video about them. Yay! Let the crazy cat lady stuffing commence. So this is my firstborn. Her name's Ebony, E-V-O-N-Y. A lot of people think it's Ebony, but she's not black. That's racist. Don't be racist, kitties. I've had her for about, how old am I? She's about 2.5 years old and obviously does not like being held. She's very cranky. As she doesn't want to be held, she's just going to sit over there. Anyways, she's about 2.5 years old, and I found her a couple weeks before I had moved out of home, which was probably 2 Augusts ago. 2 years ago, around August, end of July, August area. My boyfriend and I were sitting at my home. So anyway, we were sitting there, we were watching a movie, and we hear a knock at the door. It was a nice couple who was walking down the street, and they had, you know, this itty bitty little kitten in their hands. Here's a lovely picture of her. She's so cute. But anyway, so they had this little baby in her hands, and they were like, "Hey, is this your kitten?" You know, we were like, no. Okay, some backstory about me. I have cat dynasties, as everybody who took care of outside cats knows. But she definitely wasn't one of mine at the time. But at that time, we had about 4 or 5 cats. They were all fixed, so no, not one of mine. And so they were like, "Oh, okay, we'll just take care of her then." And we were like, "Okay, well, good luck with that." I learned my lesson. You know, they take off and we go back to our movie. And then after the movie's done, we're heading to bed. And I went back outside, and lo and behold, I hear, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" And all of a sudden, here I see this little white and black kitten going right across our lawn. It comes right up to the door, and I'm like, "I have to have you." And so I bring her inside and get her a little cleaned up. She had some oil stuff on her. Since I was moving out, I was moving into an apartment that was pet friendly. I was like, yeah, I'll take her out with me because I don't want to leave her out here by herself and, you know, she ends up getting lost or something. So after I lived in that apartment for about 2 years, I moved out with my boyfriend, and we have our own place now. I was at a D&D session one night. My dungeon master and his wife had started fostering cats. So there was this one little kitten that they had and gotten from from her mother-in-law, but his mom. He was kind of a sickly little kitten. They were worried he wasn't going to make it. And so that brings me to this big hunk of fluff. So this is Inigo Montoya. He's not really much of a cuddler either. He's at least a little bit more tolerant of being held, which is good. Now, his personality, he's always been really skittish, and that was kind of something we were really worried about, because he didn't get along with anybody, he wasn't playing, and he was sick, and so we were constantly afraid that he wasn't gonna do so well. I have to guard my treats. He's a really good cat. I mean, in the past couple months that we've had him, he's really opened up. He's a lot happier now. And he's very content with being held, which I am very happy for. Stab it. So he's older than that one by about a month, I think. And so he was born July 5th. So he would have been born in June, February, March, April, May, June. So you're about 7, 8 months old. But he sneezes all the time. Because he likes to come snuggle next to my face before I wake up in the mornings. And guess what happens? But I love him. He's a good cat. He's good. Kovu! Now, that wonderful transition would have gone very smoothly because Ebony would have a friend. Life doesn't work out that way. So July 5th, I know this date exactly because that was the day my brother left for Portugal. We came home and there were dead kitten bodies on our porch. I was just kind of like, what the freak happened here? My family had just told me that one of our cats, outdoor cats, this is 2 years after we had the 5 cats, one of our outdoor cats had gotten pregnant and had a litter of 4 kittens. While we were gone, our rat terrier dog got a hold of 3 of them and killed them. And there was only 1 left. And so we tucked them away into a window well so they wouldn't get hurt. Well, I come back about quite literally 6 weeks later to get Inigo so I could bring him here. I kept asking throughout the time, how is the kitten doing and such, and everybody's like, he's doing fine. And when I got back, turns out that my boyfriend took a real liking to him. We fished him out of the window well. He was so little. Since he didn't have any siblings, he seemed kind of socially awkward. And I mean, he didn't really do a lot of play fighting, and so he didn't really fight too much. And so we had fished him out, and he was just covered in dirt. And so we took him inside, and we cleaned him up, and my boyfriend didn't want to let go of him. He's like, I'm so happy, I want this kitten. And I'm like, but you've already got Inigo. My boyfriend's like, I really want this one, though. And so a happy medium is we just took both of them. And so when we were bringing the kitten home, I initially wanted to call him Teddy, because he just looked like a little teddy bear. And my boyfriend's like, I don't like it too much. He looks like a lion. Let's call him Simba. And I'm like, hold up. He's dark. So I decided that either we were going to call him Scar or we were going to call him Kovu. So we went with Kovu. Hi. But anyways, so we just brought both of them home. Now we're just one big happy family. If you like this video, then go ahead and leave me a thumbs up if you so choose. If you want to leave a comment about your fur babies, then go ahead and do that. I'm not too picky. You just want to eat all the time, don't you? All the time. I will see you guys next week, and hopefully I have something a bit more interesting, because I ramble, if you haven't noticed. But anyways, backyard's always open. I'm always here to chat. Alright, I'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye. Oh.